Have you ever thought about why you should pray before going to bed? Do you know what even goes on at night? Well, let me tell you something that really happened to me. One night, someone knocked on my door, but it was not a normal knock. It sounded slow and empty, like someone was using bones to hit the wood. Knock, knock, knock. When I opened the door, what I saw made me freeze. It was not a person. It was something I can never forget. Let me tell you everything from the beginning, so you'll understand why you must always pray before you go to sleep. My name is Agya Koo. I grew up in Peprah, a small village in Ghana. My parents died when I was a baby, so my grandmother, Nana Koko, raised me. She was a very strong woman. She always prayed, morning, afternoon and night. She used to tell me, sleep is like a little death. You must always talk to God before you sleep. But I didn't listen. I would say small words like, God protect me, and then fall asleep. Sometimes I don't pray at all. One evening, we ate dinner together. She read her Bible. I played on my phone. Then she looked at me and said, Sewa, have you prayed? I said, later Nana, I'm not asleep yet. She shook her head and said, don't let night come before you talk to God. But I just laughed. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God! That was the last time I ever laughed before going to sleep without prayer. That night, around midnight, I woke up. I felt very cold, but the window was closed. It was not a normal kind of cold. It felt like the cold came from the ground. I tried to move, but I couldn't. My body was heavy like a stone. Then I heard it again. Knock, knock, knock. This time, I was very afraid. Then I heard footsteps. Not one person, many people. Their feet were slow and dragging, like they had not walked in a long time. Then I heard a voice, but it was from outside. It was inside my head. The voice said, you didn't pray. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. The voice said again, you open your door to us. We come to people who forget to pray. Then I saw them. They came through the wall. Black shadow, tall, thin, no face. One shadow reached out to me. That was when the door opened and Nana Koko ran in. Nana Koko saw the shadows and shouted, in the name of Jesus! Her voice was strong and full of fire. The shadow made a hissing sound, like steam. They started to pull back, but one of them had already touched me. My chest was burning, and I was crying like a baby. Amen! She kept shouting prayers. She got on her knees and prayed with all her heart. Then I could move again. I ran into her arms and cried. But it was not over. The next morning, I felt strange. I couldn't smile. I couldn't eat. I didn't want to talk to anyone. At night, I heard whispers. I saw shadows moving in the corners of my room. I was sick. My grandmother called the pastor. They prayed for me. They fasted. But the feeling stayed. Then one night, Nana Koko sat beside me and said, they touched your soul because you didn't pray. Now you must fight back. She made me pray. She didn't let me say small words. She told me to pray from my heart, from deep inside. That night, I prayed like never before. That night, I had a dream. The shadow came again. But this time, I wasn't afraid. I stood tall. I prayed in my dream. I said, God help me, protect me. I am not alone. The shadow screamed and right away like smoke in the wind. When I woke up, it was in the morning. For the first time in many days, I felt peace and extremely peace. The cold was gone, the whispers were gone, the fear was gone. Since that night, I made a promise to myself. I will never sleep without praying, even if I'm tired, even if I'm sad, even if I have nothing to say, I still pray. Even if I only say, God, please cover me. Because now I know the truth. Night is full of things we cannot see, and some of those things are not kind. Some of them come looking for people who forget to pray. Some knock, some walk through walls. So listen to me. Don't forget what I told you. This is why you must pray before going to bed, because shadows are real, and prayer is the only thing that keeps them away.